Hey everybody, I want to show you a super cool new software that I built called Instant Group Builder. This is version 1.08. Now, we've been talking about building groups and doing that rapidly with a rapid group builder and messenger, and we can do that. This is a piece of software that can come along with that software and do some really cool stuff. So I'm going to show you what it does very quick here. There's four main tabs to this. This one here is the group builder portion. I call the tab group builder. And what this does is it allows you to select your group. You click the button, pull in your groups, select the group, and then you can invite as many people as you have in your first connections to join the group. Now, this could be a your own group, or it could be somebody else's group. LinkedIn changed the structure of groups so that anybody who is a member can invite their connections to join a group. And a lot of people don't realize this, but it has some real marketing implications because it allows us to build a membership in other people's groups, which of course we can get paid to do. So let me show this to you really quick. We have the invite connection system. This is a group I belong to, Affiliate and Internet Marketing Global. And if you click Invite Connections, that means me inviting my connections. And I can select, locations. Like if I wanted to select Denver, I could put that in, or like marketing, specific industries or whatever. Now, people don't usually use this because you have to click one by one in order to get the job done. You have to sit here and click and click and click, and nobody's going to do that. Very few people, okay? Unless, of course, it's your own group and you want to invite your own connections. So, if I wanted to invite these three people, or however many I selected, I would click this button. Now, getting back to the software, what this does is it allows you to put in locations or industry and set your limit. Let's say 1,000. Let's say you have 1,000 connections and you don't want to, you want to just enter all of them. This is how you do it. Don't select anything. Set the limit to 1,000 and you just hit start, and it'll go ahead and click and click and click, and then it'll pause and click and click and click and pause until finally it puts in 1,000 and invites them. Very cool. So this means that you can automate the development of your or other people's groups. So that's the first thing in the Instant Group Builder. If you don't have a group and you want to develop one for yourself or others, you can put in the group name, description, industry, location. You can put in United States if you don't want it for a specific city. The group rules, leave it on listed, meaning keep it in the listed column so that people can search for it. And then allow members to invite their connections. Require new posts to be reviewed by admins. You may or may not want to do that. Things like the description and the group rules, you can go to a similar group and find those things, modify them, and paste them in here. And you just click Build Now, and voila, in 60 seconds you've got a group. Takes a lot of the effort out of it. The next thing is posters. There, if you're starting a group, you're probably involved in, or you're going to be involved in, several other groups that are similar. So what we can do is to make sure that there's more people joining the groups, and to make sure that there's a lot of people posting in, because you want activity in your group, even if you're not the only one posting. Now, why do you want that? Well, you want it because when you get, let's say above a few hundred people and you have a lot of activity in your group, then LinkedIn, and this is true for Facebook groups as well, promote you up in the pages. It's called Social Search Optimization, SSO, not to be confused with SEO, which is search engine optimization. SSO is something that is huge if done right, because if you get on the first few people, a few groups, and first page in LinkedIn search results for a type of group, whatever that is, you're going to get a lot more people seeing it, and a lot more people will join. So in order to do that, you've either got to spend a lot of time posting content, or you need to elicit other people that do so. In this case, then these are posters. These are people that have posted into a similar group, and you can set the limit. I suggest when you do this, you check out and see how active the group is. If the group is at least relatively active, meaning at least a couple of posts a day, or 20 plus a week, then you want to set this limit to 100, and you want to click like, and then you want to hit play. And so it'll go into this group, it'll find the people that have been posting, it won't duplicate them, and it will grab up to 100 of the latest people that have posted. It will like their post. Okay, so it's going, they're going to see you as somebody that has liked their post, and it's going to pull in their information, and you're often going to get their email address as well, which is kind of cool, and it's going to pull in all of the results, all of their basic information, the group link, group name, their LinkedIn link, sometimes their Twitter account, and it's going to allow you then to select them. Okay, and here you can just click here and select them, and then either invite them to connect or message them. And you can, by inviting them to connect, you can build up a number of these highly active people of a certain niche, market niche. By messaging them directly, because we can message within groups, then we can invite them to our group and say, hey, why don't you come over? I like what you've posted. Would you be willing to come in and join my group and post in there? And you will get results. I've already done this. It's very cool. Anyway, that is what we're doing here, is liking and pulling in people that post, and bringing them in so that they can join our group and be highly active people to provide content and to provide the social search optimization that we want. Now, people keep asking me, well, who should I target, and what groups should I join? Well, you can always go and search, and you can find similar groups to yours through searching. But here's a really cool tool that I just developed, my latest invention. So what this is, I call it MAP. Okay, and that's short for Marketing Activity Profile. So what this does is it goes in, you put in a target. All right, in this case I put in Josh Turner. He's a big marketer and actually a competitor of mine, and that's what you want. You want people that are competitors of yours because you want to see what they're doing. Where are they? How are they marketing? So running an analysis, all right, it goes in, it pulls in, and it shows that Josh Turner, by far, he targets other marketers. Okay, some sales, some digital, people that list themselves as digital marketers, some CEOs, and some just straight up business owners. One way or the other, this is who he's targeting. This is the top 5 people, and by far it's marketers. Now, here's something super cool. After you find these 100 people that are his connections, This is Josh Turner's connections. All right, I'm connected to him. So if you're connected to somebody, then you can see their network, their first connections. Not all of them. So something that's super cool here is that as we go in and we pull the profile information for each of these people that we've scanned as far as the titles go inside the target person's network, their first connections, then we pull every one of their groups. So if we have 100 people, so if each of them, has 10 groups that they belong to on average, then we've got 1,000 groups. So what we do is we find the top 10 by popularity. And what that gives us is insight as to where this person, in this case Josh Turner, is targeting their communication. It also gives us insight as to what groups we should join. So these are huge groups that, I've been on LinkedIn for years, and I haven't even heard of some of these groups. And so that's, very cool that I learned something even after all these years. This Solutionators for Marketing, Sales, Social Media, I did not know that existed. I didn't ever, I've never heard of that until today. So this is where my competitor is hanging out, where he is communicating, targeting, getting his customers, and the types of people that he is targeting. So this gives us insight as to how we should market, and also as to the groups that we should join to do our group messaging, which of course is our main marketing modality at this time. Now, can you do this for more than one person? Yeah, absolutely. You just go ahead and whip in another person that you're connected to that you want to know, how they've been targeting and the groups that they've been hanging out in, and keep it at 100, which is a good amount, and hit the start button. Now it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to develop this data, but so what? This data is incredibly valuable, and all you have to do is just go in and join 2 or 3 of these groups, go to the next competitor, do the same thing, and it'll give you massive insight as to how you should be marketing. If you put this all together, then you've got the ability to instantly build a group, one-click invite your entire first connections. I don't suggest more than 1,000 a day, but that's a lot. Targeting the highly active posters within that market niche, and finding out the exact groups that you should join to find those posters and to target your marketing. All right, this is the Instant Group Builder 1.08. Yeah, sure, I'll be adding more to it, but it's a really fun system to use right now. Just wanted to show it to you, and in the email that I'm sending, all I'm asking is that you request it, and I'll give it to you for free at this time.